Thank you for that stunning intro, Mom. Hi, my name is Paulina Kuhn-Gonzalez, and I am a recent NYU grad, and I have a BFA in dramatic writing. And so if anyone knows how to write a story, it's this girl. Now, the basic tenets of any story start with these. These four things. Somebody wanted, but so. Somebody indicates the protagonist, which is the central character that we're following throughout a story. Want is the protagonist's central goal, what they're striving to achieve, but is the obstacle that's in the way of them achieving that goal. And this could manifest in a conflict or a personified antagonist. There are four types of typical conflicts. There is human versus human, there is human versus nature, and there is human versus themselves. And so, the so comes with the protagonist's solution to how they're going to overcome that conflict, and that takes us to the end of the story, showing whether or not they achieved their central goal. Now, when we put the case study into this structure, we get this. Sarah wanted her son to have help with his mental health, but she had limited knowledge and access to mental health resources. So she sought help from NAMI GLAC, who provided her with mental health tools and resources. This is the basic structure of a story, and it's great and all, but it's not very compelling. And so how do we make this story more compelling? There are four things to consider. First of all, details and specificity. Her son is struggling with a mental illness, but the story can change rapidly depending on whether the mental illness is depression or schizophrenia. So it's important to be specific and help ground the world in good details to help also bring the audience into the character's point of view. And knowing why the story is significant. Every storyteller has to ask themselves why. Why am I telling this story? What is the significance, and what should people take away from this story? And also, we should have empathy for the protagonist, which is going to help people hook into the character's journey, and it'll help people identify with the character and have motivation for supporting the character through their journey. And the established stakes actually hold people's attention, and the more that a character has to overcome, the more exciting an audience is in seeing them overcome it. Now, if we take all of these things and we put it into one single story, we get this. As a single mother of two, Sarah tried the best she could to ensure her children had the best chances at life, but she was left overwhelmed when her son was diagnosed with schizophrenia. She became increasingly concerned when his condition became so severe that he began to struggle in school due to his disorganized thinking. He also started isolating himself, which made it harder for him to make friends. With her limited knowledge and capabilities, Sarah realized she alone couldn't give her son the proper care to help him with his mental illness. So she turned to the resources provided by NAMI GLAC through their family support groups and educational workshops. Through this, she was able to educate herself on emotional coping skills and help her son gain tools to navigate his own mental illness. She has since become an outspoken advocate for children's mental health in order to help other families going through similar challenges. So at the top, we've established who the character is through specifics, a single mother of two, and her initial motivation in supporting her kids to have a great life. And we've clearly defined the conflict that's come up and shown the stakes of the story, showing how the son's schizophrenia is trying to affect him in his school life. And through that, we're also able to illustrate the so and show where Sarah is as a character after her journey, which is a very far reach from where she started. An important part of any story is also change, showing a character's change over time due to their journey.